Okay, so $14 billion. That's how much richer Larry Ellison got. In a day. You see a headline like that, and you've got to wonder what's going on.
Yeah, what IS going on? It's like he's got access to some secret money tree that the rest of us don't know about.
Well, we're going to unpack that today in our deep dive into Larry Ellison's incredible payday and what it says about where the tech world is headed.
And more importantly, what it might mean for all of us, even if we don't have billions stashed away.
Exactly. So to start off, I'll be honest, when I think of Oracle, I think old school, like databases, software, the 90s, that sort of thing.
Right, like floppy disks instead of AI. But that's the thing about tech. Blink and you miss the revolution.
So no more floppy disks at Oracle HQ then?
No more floppy disks. Oracle's winning streak is all about their shift into cloud computing and becoming this AI powerhouse.
Okay, but hold on a sec. Cloud computing, I feel like I kind of get it, but then I hear things like infrastructure for AI, and my eyes glaze over. Can you just break it down for me? What exactly is Oracle doing, and how is it raking in billions for them, A&D, for Larry Ellison?
Okay, so imagine AI is like this, I don't know, a super high-powered race car, right? Sleek, fast, raring to go, but it needs a state-of-the-art racetrack to really unleash its potential.
Okay, I'm with you.
Oracle provides that racetrack. That's the cloud services, the data storage, the processing power that all this AI stuff needs to function. It's not so much that Oracle is building the AI itself, but they're the ones building the track, supplying the high-octane fuel, if you will.
So they're like, what's that phrase, selling picks and shovels in a gold rush?
Exactly. And they're making a killing doing it. I mean, they've struck some pretty sweet deals with the big players. Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, Google. These partnerships mean Oracle's got its fingers in all the pies.
They've got themselves into a great position then.
The best. When everybody wants a slice, you can charge a premium for the baking supplies. And that's where our friend Larry Ellison comes in.
Right. Because it's his company? Well, kind of.
Well, he owns a significant chunk of Oracle stock.
Yeah.
So their success equals his success. And boy, is it successful.
$14 billion in a day successful.
$14.1 billion to be exact.
Yeah.
It bumped him up to, get this, the fifth richest person in the world. Just like that.
It's crazy. So what's your point here?
Yeah.
We should all buy Oracle stock.
I mean, if you've got some spare billions lying around. But no, that's not the takeaway here. Ellison's fortune, it's a symptom of a much bigger shift happening. It's not about one guy or one company. It's about AI changing everything. How we do business, how we innovate, how we live our lives, even if we don't totally realize it yet.
So less about the commas in Ellison's bank account and more about how we can all potentially benefit from this whole AI wave.
Exactly. It's all about opportunity. This isn't just a tech trend we can ignore. It's a revolution. And like with any revolution, there are going to be winners and losers.
So you're saying this AI thing is kind of a big deal. I get it. New industries, new jobs. But also, what about the old ones? What about the people who get left behind?
You've hit on a really crucial point. As AI reshapes the job market, adaptability and upskilling are going to be key.
So what? We all need to go learn to code.
It's not just about coding, although, yeah, tech skills are definitely in high demand, but it's also about being willing to acquire new knowledge, to think differently. The people who can adapt, who can embrace lifelong learning, they're going to thrive in this new AI-powered world.
Okay, got it. So it's about leveraging these new tools, working smarter, not harder.
Now you're getting it.
I'm trying here, but I have to ask, because you mentioned how much money Larry Ellison has with all the billions. What does a multi-billionaire even do with all that cash, aside from the obvious, private jets, yachts, multiple mansions? Don't tell me there's more.
Oh, there's always more. Oh, there's always more when you're Larry Ellison. I mean, he bought a Hawaiian island.
He bought a what?
Lanai. An entire island. He owns like 98% of it, something like that.
Okay, that's a little different from just like a vacation home. So yeah, that's up there on the billionaire bucket list. But what else? You mentioned something about Hollywood.
Oh, right. His son, David Elison, this is actually pretty recently, he was trying to buy CBS, the TV network.
Wait, seriously? With his dad's money, obviously?
Oh, absolutely. They were going after this company called National Amusements. It's owned by this family, the Redstones, and it's this whole media empire. CBS, Paramount Pictures, you name it.
So from cloud computing to owning a chunk of Hollywood, it's quite a flex.
Right. I mean, it didn't work out in the end, but still. It just goes to show you the kind of influence this level of wealth brings. And it all circles back to tech, to AI, to Oracle's winning streak.
It's almost like we're living in a movie, but let's reel it back in for a second.
Good idea.
We've been talking about billions of dollars, private islands, Hollywood takeovers. It's easy to get swept up in it all. But I think it's important to remember that for most of us, AI is not some abstract concept. It's already impacting our lives in ways we might not even realize.
Totally. I mean, think about how much we rely on our smartphones. On the internet, a lot of that is powered by AI, even if we don't see it.
Exactly. And as AI gets more sophisticated, it's only going to become more integrated into our daily routines, for better or for worse.
Well, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like any powerful tool, AI can be used for good or bad.
So then the question becomes, how do we make sure it's used for good? How do we prepare ourselves for this future that, let's be honest, feels like it's already here?
It is here. We're living it. And you're right. It's time to stop thinking about AI as this thing that's going to happen to us and start thinking about how we can shape it, how we can use it to create a better future.
So how do we do that? How do we shape the future of AI? It's not like we can all go out and start tech companies or anything.
True. Not all of us are going to be the next Larry Ellison, but we can all be part of the AI revolution. And it starts with, well, you've probably heard it a million times, education.
Okay, but what does that even mean in this context? Like, should we all enroll in coding boot camps?
It's not just about coding, although, yeah, having some tech skills is definitely a plus no matter what you do. But it's more about, I don't know, being curious, staying informed. Read about AI, follow what's happening in the industry.
Okay, but like, where do you even begin?
There are tons of resources available online, websites, podcasts, online courses. Even just following the right people on social media can make a difference.
So basically, do your research, educate yourself. It seems like a bit of a no-brainer, but I guess that's always the first step, right?
Right. And then from there, you can start to see where your own skills and passions might fit in. Because here's the thing, AI is going to touch pretty much every industry in some way, shape, or form. So whether you're a teacher, a doctor, an artist, an entrepreneur, there are going to be ways to use AI to your advantage.
So we need to be thinking about this not as man versus machine, but more like, how can we use these tools to, I don't know, enhance our own abilities, make ourselves more competitive?
Exactly. Think of AI as like a superpower you can tap into. It's not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting what we can do, helping us solve problems we couldn't solve before.
Okay, that's actually a really empowering way to think about it. So not so scary after all.
Not when you realize the potential. It's like, remember when the internet first became a thing? People were freaking out, worried it was going to destroy society as we knew it. And yeah, it's changed things, but it's also brought about incredible advancements.
Okay, I like that analogy. But the internet, AI, it's a lot to wrap your head around.
It is, but here's the good news. You don't need to understand all the technical details, just like you don't need to be a mechanic to drive a car. What's important is that you're aware of the possibilities, that you're open to learning and adapting.
Be adaptable. That's the key takeaway here.
It is. Because one thing's for sure, the future is not going to wait for us to catch up. And the more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to not just survive, but actually shape that future.
To thrive, maybe even make our own billions like Larry Ellison. Well, maybe not billions, but you know what I mean.
Hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That's true. That's true. Well, on that note, I think we'll leave our listeners to ponder all of this.
Lots to think about.
Lots to think about indeed. This has been The Deep Dive, your shortcut to being incredibly well-informed. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and who knows, maybe we'll see you out there riding the wave of the AI revolution.